There are questions in the audio field that either you don't think about, maybe when you start to mix songs, or once that you pose them, you might become obsessed with them. One of these, of course, is the order of the audio units or plugins that you are using when you mix. Today, in this video, I will talk specifically about the order of EQ and compression. Hey plugin generation, this is Mirko Russo from klanglab.com, and if you like my videos, you might hit the like button and also the subscribe button to support the channel and to stay updated with new videos. So the question in this video is, in what order should I use EQ and compression? Remember this concept about compression. It is useful to tame some transients, some peaks in the signal, or to adjust the overall level of the performance of that instrument depending on the settings and on the type of compressor. But it also increases the quietest part of those instruments. So this means that if you have some nasty frequencies, some resonances that are unpleasant on an instrument and you don't EQ them, you only use a compressor directly, you will increase the perceived volume of those frequencies too. For this reason, I apply EQ first and compression afterwards when I want to correct the tone of that instrument, remove some frequencies and fix some general issues in the tone of that instrument using EQ, of course, and then I reach a compressor to work on the dynamics of that instrument. Let's listen to an example with an SSL channel strip on an entire drum bus, EQ first, compression afterwards, and I will try to remove some low-mid frequencies before the compression. Otherwise, I might want to use the compressor before the EQ when I don't want to change anything frequency-wise in the tone of that instrument. So I don't want to remove resonances, I don't want to change the balance of the frequency spectrum for that instrument. So that instrument works for me as it is, and I only want to apply changes in the dynamics with a compressor, of course. But when I do so, I realize maybe that the compressor has changed the tonal balance of the instrument. So I want to apply the EQ afterwards to have a similar tone to the one I had before this processing. In the next example, you will hear how the compressor, by compressing a lot to make a clearer example, will boost some nasty frequencies, some unpleasant frequencies in the high mids and in the highs coming from the snare. So I will use the EQ after the compressor to rebalance the tone that the compressor has created in this case. Or in some cases I might even use 3 processors. So the EQ, the compressor, and then again the EQ. The first EQ would be, in this case, again, a corrective EQ, as I said before. The compressor, depending on what I need to tame the transient or to take care of the RMS level. And then again, an EQ if I notice that the compressor has done something that I don't want in the tonal balance of the instrument. So in the example you will hear how I have applied a corrective EQ, especially to remove some resonances in the low mids, then a crazy compression, and then again an EQ to take care of some high mids and high nasty frequencies coming especially from the snare drum. As always, thank you for watching, leave a comment with your opinion about this video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See ya!